Hey guys, I'm Christy Wright, and welcome to our weekly coaching tip. I want to give you a tip today that's going to help you deal with criticism. This is a hard one, but you know what? In business or in life, we're going to have to deal with it. We're going to receive criticism, and so we need a plan. Now, when you receive criticism, whether it's about your business or even personally, I want to give you a tip. There are two things to consider when you receive that criticism, and these are things that I consider every time I receive it. And trust me, I receive it regularly. The first thing that I want you to think about is this true? I want you to ask yourself, when someone makes a statement about you or your business or your product or your service, I want you to ask yourself, is this true? When you ask yourself this question, it helps you take the emotions out of it, it helps you take the defensiveness out of it, and receive what that person is saying. So for example, some criticism that I receive on a regular basis is that I talk too fast. I do. I know it comes as a shock to you. But when I ask myself that question, is this true? The answer is yes. And you know what? That helps me learn and grow. We can't get better if we don't accept that we are weak in some areas. And when you receive feedback or criticism and you ask yourself this question, is this true? If the answer is yes, that's going to help you learn and grow. Now, is it fun? No. Does it hurt your feelings? Yeah, sometimes it does. But that's where growth comes from. It's from stretching and improving in areas where you might be weak. So the first question I want you to ask yourself when you receive criticism is this true? If it is true, then you can learn and grow. If the answer is no, guess what? You can ignore it. If it's not true, forget about it. The second thing that I want you to ask yourself is, what is the spirit behind it? The person that's giving you that criticism, are they trying to help you or hurt you? And believe it or not, there's a big difference. When someone makes a comment about your product or service and the heart behind it is to help you improve your products and services, that's a good thing. That's a good spirit behind it, and you should receive that feedback, even if it's some tough information. But if the spirit behind it is to harm you or hurt your feelings, you know what? You can dismiss it. You can completely ignore it and blow it off. Pick yourself back up and forget about that statement. I'll give you a great example of this. Now, it was several years ago, and I was traveling across the country, and I was actually FaceTiming with my son, Carter. He was a baby at the time, and we were FaceTiming, and I took a screenshot of us FaceTiming, and I posted it on Instagram, and I said, man, gotta love technology. I can be across the country and still get to spend 10 awesome minutes giggling with my baby. Well, one very unkind person commented, so I guess you'd rather see your son through a screen than in person. Now, after I calmed myself the heck down and got it together, I asked myself these questions. Is this true? No, of course that's not true. And what's the spirit behind it? Well, that was a spirit of hatefulness. And you know what? If someone reaches out to me on social media or in any way, and they have a spirit of hatefulness saying something that is not true, they don't matter. I don't listen to it, and I don't care. Remember, it's not the critic who counts. It's you. It's the person on the front line out there moving and shaking and making things happen. So the two questions I want you to ask yourself when it comes to dealing with criticism is this true? And what's the spirit behind it? When you answer those questions, it's going to help you receive the information you need to grow and ignore the information that you need to let go.